The work ethic was there. The money being spent on production was there.
Oh, 100%.
But the
What's the but?
quality, the quality of production.
Mm,
Now,
mm.
there's nobody beating Beyonce. No.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm giving the nudge. I'm giving it to Beyonce.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. You might have to slide down just a little bit. You just might.
Volume two. Yeah, yeah. This is our show. Yeah, yeah. Introspective inside. Introspective inside. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. I am King Dev, and this is Introspective Insight, the Black Wall Street podcast. And we got, ain't even no special guest. This is at this point, it's a floating host. Magic Gretzky is back in the building.
What's going on? What's going on?
Bruh, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on in hip hop. Brinks of war, great war on the creative side. And you got solid albums coming out. Hit after hit after hit, album after album, R&B, hip hop, pop, all that stuff. But before we get into all of that, you know I got to hit everybody with the word of the show and the quote of the show. The word of the show is entendre. Entendre is a noun. It's a double meaning. That's what it means, a double meaning. And it's also a word of expression that's given, used in a given context so that it could be understood in two ways or multiple ways. We can call it a quadruple entendre, a hex entendre, I think that's 6, a deci entendre. If you are really good to get to a deci entendre, 10 meanings with one thing, you are amazing. Lil Wayne do that a lot with his wordplay, where he'll take one word and that one word mean like 10 different things in one line. That is crazy. So that is the word of the show.
My favorite one, though.
What's your favorite one?
I was looking for it. I had to look for it because I'm bad with lyrics. I suck with lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and I quote, "I sell ice in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
I sell fire in hell.
Mm-hmm.
I am a hustler, baby. I'll sell water to a well."
Mm.
Now, what are you talking about? A well like a WHALE or a WELL? I don't know.
But selling water to either one of those, where you have to go to one of those in order to get to water, is crazy.
One of my favorites. As soon as you said the word, it just popped in my head like one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah, yo, I'm with you. And if we're talking about entendres, and we're talking about goats of wordplay, Lil Wayne, in the case of entendres, top 3 all time. Like there is no debating that. We're not talking about all skill and everything. I'm talking about, if we are rating people who can their wordplay that includes a plethora of masterful literary elements, Lil Wayne is top 3 in his prime. Now he probably can still do it, but the delivery and everything is not the same. We all heard Carter 6.
I didn't listen to it.
Don't listen to it. I mean, you can. You can.
I didn't listen to it.
My brother, you can. But you don't need to. Don't taint your soul with that version of Wayne. Remember the Wayne that said that line that you just read.
Only thing that I can say why I didn't listen to it is it's been too much music dropping. It's too much. It's too much to keep up with. I love the old school way to dropping a year or 2 years after you just drop. I love the 2 year, like 2 years after you drop, cool. But everybody dropping a month, 2 months after they just drop. I see Justin Bieber dropping Swag 2 tonight. It's like, is this too
He just
much?
dropped.
That's what I'm saying. He just dropped like 2, 3 weeks ago. Is this too much for me? sometimes I forget that that song or that album just came out, but it was other stuff that I probably ran into and fell in love with, played it 80,000 times, and now I forgot about the whole Cardi C. I really forgot about it till you just brought it up.
Yeah, bro. It came out and it was bad. I didn't listen to it. I listened to certain parts because social
Hmm.
media, it's gonna tell you, they're gonna tell you who to listen to and what to listen to and how. So I just listened to some of it. I needed to hear the elephants. It was trash. It was bad. It was bad, right? And I get it because I think that we also had an era of music where we did use creative sound effects in order to tell a story, to be as creative as possible. Ludacris was really big in the early 2000s, with that type of creative expression and all that stuff. But at the same time, like, come on, we
And
gotta be real.
DMX,
DMX
DMX
too.
clean versions.
I mean, he was the sounds.
His clean versions. I used to love the clean versions more than the dirty version sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, like I said, I'm here for it. It was just the when you have a amen corner that doesn't tell you that, yo, you got to rethink all of this, they're gonna let you put out anything because at the end of the day, he made some money off of that. I don't know how much, but he made money off of that, and his entourage eats. So, and I think I heard Joe Button. I think I heard the Joe Button podcast talk about that, saying like whoever is around him shouldn't have let him like put that out. But the people that you put around you or keep around you are the ones who ultimately uh speak to what you do or don't do, or they allow you to do things that don't serve you. Um
Hmm.
and I mean, I just looked up Swag, the first one. This is not no album. This is a playlist. Mixtape,
Hmm.
if you will. 21 tracks, bro. I still, and it's funny because Chris Brown is on my on my computer, the last song that was playing off his
Hmm.
Fortune album, and I still to this day haven't finished listening to or even tried to listen to it through Heartbreaks in the Full Moon, because it was like 48 tracks. 40.
No, I finished it, but it took me a while. I was just having this conversation with my bro Chop about I think Breezy had over 20, uh 1111 had over 20, right?
Mhm.
Heartbreak, the album you just said is over 20. It
Mhm.
get hey, it's too much
Mhm.
because as he got all these songs here, I can't sit and listen to all this. Like you running around. So sometimes I go back. I try to go back to the album. I'm listening to songs I already heard.
Mhm.
So it's like, man, 48, 20, 30 songs. I appreciate it though, and I know Chris got a lot of songs that we haven't heard. A lot, tons. I mean, tons of songs, and that's probably why he's dropping like that. But man, that's a lot of songs for one album, man. And with uh, today's attention span is so short. I don't know how people can even do more than 15 songs nowadays.
Yeah, and that was always.
Like, like, picture Biggie dropping "Life After Death" or Pop dropping "All Eyes on Me," the double disc. Man, they ain't gonna get through all that music. They're not gonna get through all that music.
Nah. I mean, I guess it's interesting thinking about it because Big Pac, that generation sub, or pre 2000, let's say 2004. I don't know when iTunes dropped, but like pre 2004 ish
When what drop?
iTunes.
Oh no. You got me on that one. I just
Yeah,
learned that YouTube dropped in what 2009?
nah, YouTube was
Was
out.
it 9
No, it
or
was
2000,
five. It was 4 or 5.
2005?
It was 4 or 5. Because remember, Soldier Boy popped in 07, 06, 06,
Oh
07.
six. Okay.
Because 06, 07 was when, like, if you got between like 06 to like 08, if you got 1 million views on a YouTube video, you get a record deal.
Hmm.
Soldier Boy
Yeah, you're
started
right.
that
Oh
with Colin
five, oh
Clark.
six.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think when was I on MySpace? Because that's when I found Soldier Boy on MySpace.
Oh, that had to be, bro. That had to
Oh
be,
seven, oh eight.
yeah, yeah. That had to be because so I was in Atlanta. I went to Atlanta the summer of 06 after 6th grade. So I was down there for the 06 07 school year, which was our 7th grade year, and then
Mm-hmm.
came back 08. But Soldier Boy was popping on the radio in Atlanta that year. When I came back, Crank That was all over. So like he was
Yeah.
popping in Atlanta for that year. That's when the '07, yeah, '07 was when uh his YouTube video went to a million views, and that's when all the Crank That started coming out. Crank That Yank, Crank That Batman,
Crank that
Crank
hit
That
Spider
Soldier
Man.
Boy, Spider Man, all of that stuff. Right, that's when the dance craze came out. But so again, going back to
You're
like,
right. Oh seven.
yep, the artist. So like, what's okay? So 45 songs for Heartbreak and the Full Moon, right? And then you have but the thing is, this was always Breezy's like this was always like how he released music, because Graffiti had 21 tracks on there.
Yeah.
Fan of a Fan had 16 tracks on there. Royalty had 18 tracks on there. Now I can listen to Royalty. This is the thing about Chris Brown. Chris Brown has the ability to have that many tracks on his album, meaning 18. I'm not talking about 45. I'm not sitting listening to 45 tracks. But that like 18 was a sweet spot for him because Fame was around that.
Yeah.
Royalty was around that. Chris
Mm-hmm.
Brown, his first album was 18 tracks. He legit made a career off of releasing 18 track albums. And I don't think that anybody would tell you, or you would say that you couldn't listen through like Exclusive or Fortune or X or Chris Brown. Once you get past like Royalty, it starts, it just depends because we adults now. But the content of the music isn't it's so auditorily in sync. It's a sync with one track after another, where it's
Mm-hmm.
easy to just listen to the 18 tracks. And what I was gonna say, I want to finish my thought before I said let's go back to Chris Brown. Before YouTube, before iTunes and all of that stuff, where we started to transition into listening to music digitally, the CD only can hold 12 tracks. And then the record can only hold 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, if that, right? Or you had to condense your discography and your track list down to what the compact disc and the records, the vinyl can hold. Now there is no like, oh, I like all these tracks, so I'm just gonna put them all out under this cover art, and then that's it. I think Indigo 32 tracks, bro. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm looking
I'm
now.
not doing that.
But I definitely appreciate it.
Oh,
It's
100%.
appreciated. It's
100%.
definitely
I
appreciated.
can go to an album that was released 3 years ago and have a new music experience. It's like side D.
And it's not like the songs they don't be bad songs at all.
Nah. Mm-mm.
It's just the fact it's just too much. It's too
Right.
much.
Right.
It's too
Right.
much. Now,
Right.
did you see or go to his tour? The tour
Nah,
you going on,
bro.
Breezy Bo?
I haven't went. I haven't went. I want to go. He is for me. For me, he's top 2 performers of all time. I'm not top
Here we
2.
go.
Top 2.
Here we go.
Top 2.
I just had this
I'm
conversation, my
I'm
brother.
not I'm not giving it. I
Who's
can't.
one?
MJ.
And who's after Chris?
I would say Beyonce.
Okay, who's after B?
Mm, I can tell you. I think
Okay.
those are my three, but in that order: MJ, Chris, Bree. I mean Bree, B.
B.
I think
Happy birthday, B. Happy birthday.
that's her. Is
It's
her
her
birthday
birthday
today?
today. Yeah, yeah, September
Oh,
4th.
happy birthday to the Queen B. Yeah,
Queen Bee,
I think
Beehive.
you know what? I think Bruno can break a top
You still
10.
ain't you still ain't mentioned the name I'm looking for. Like, come on now. Come on now. And you a music
Don't
head.
yeah, don't do this to me. Give me a
You
hint.
a music head.
Give me a hint.
Same time as Michael Jackson. Used
Prince?
to beef with come on, man.
Prince?
Come
Yeah, yeah,
on,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
playing all the
Yeah,
instruments, all
yeah,
the
yeah,
instruments.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Come on, man. And then you got Chris before Beyonce. Beyonce is literally dancing in high heels and singing and dancing out the high heels, in the high heels, floating on cars, flying in the air. The production of Beyonce is the best production of probably this century. She has the best production ever,
Mm,
ever. Coachella, oh, come on, man. I don't gotta say no more.
mm,
And I love Chris.
mm,
I love Chris.
mm,
Dance,
mm,
sing all night. I love Chris. But we're talking about Beyonce.
mm.
Miss Beyonce knows. Come on, man.
Listen,
Destiny Child? Come on, man. Say my name.
yeah, no, no,
Say
no, no.
my name.
We only talking about, and this is, I might be, I'm a,
She just bought Destiny Child out on the last tour, the last
I
day.
know, I know, I know. What I'll say is, I don't have any arguments for anything that you just said. I don't have any arguments for anything you just said. And I'm not the only spot that I am wed to, meaning you have to argue me down in order to uh break my confidence in that spot is number 1. 2, through infinity, we can debate it. We can debate it. I have no problem. I have no problem putting B over Chris. I have no problem putting Prince number 2. I don't. However,
And this is just performance. Not we ain't talking music.
no, no,
We
no, no, no.
talking
We
no,
talking
yeah, yeah.
about
Performance.
yeah, we're talking about the craft of putting together an experience in addition to the music. We not talking about the discography and what it did to either with the culture or whatever, because that's a different conversation. I'm talking about when you go to a show, you are experiencing something. Like I can't put excuse me, I can't put that top 5. I probably, if we
You said
really
who?
dot Kendrick.
You put him top five.
No, 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 no. I said
Oh, I'm about to
I
say.
cannot put him top 5 because if
I
we
love it.
if
I
we
love it
build
for
out a
Chris.
list, there's a lot of things that go into performing. Now, it's a stretch to even put him top 10 because there's a lot of people I'm not thinking about that we would have to sit and craft a list. However,
DMX.
however, he is definitely top 15. I'm not putting him anywhere lower than 15, right? But because then you got to think about, and like the all-time this is where the all-time conversations really start to get murky, because like we're talking about having the ability to put James Brown top 10.
And that's what I mentioned too. I don't know why. I don't know why he slipped my mind. But James Brown,
Yo, it was
come on,
and
man.
this is without the pyrotechnics and without the large screens. I mean, this is like
Come on, man.
From the production of the song, the recording of the song, and then how the band records the instrumentals from the song, to then rehearsing the song in a way to where like everything has to work in order for him to make the money that he made in the time that he made it, right? Jim Crow South, he have to travel, racism, all of these different things.
No education.
Know it, bro.
I think he dropped out like third grade or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't by choice. He
Mm-hmm.
had no choice.
Yeah.
But James Brown. What's
Got to
his
be top
nickname?
10.
The baddest man in show business.
Got to be top 10, bro. Got to be
Yeah,
top
of
10.
course.
There's no
Of
way.
course.
And again, I will argue. I don't know where in the top 10 because we would really have to craft the list, but he got to be top 10. And
Of
and
course.
and if you say, well, he didn't soar from the top of the arena, it's like he couldn't. That
But
time it didn't exist, but his level of performance when you rate him in his era, next level. Next level.
one of my goats.
Next level.
It's one of my goats, man. It's somebody I look up to. Thanks to my dad, it's somebody I look up to.
Yeah. Yeah.
James Brown, and I like to go deep into people that I love and enjoy. I like to go into their history and where they came from. He was born dead. Um, uh, where he from?
He's from
Georgia. Not
ooh.
Augusta,
Uh,
Georgia.
is it Augusta?
Augusta, Georgia. It's Augusta, Georgia. Let me double check. Let me double
That's
check.
north cuz I know he's north northeast. Northeast. Is that Augusta? I think that's Augusta. I think you're right. I think you're right. Cuz when you said it I
Barnwell, South Carolina.
yeah, but he
Is
didn't grow
where
up
he was
there.
born.
He
So
didn't
Barnwell, South Carolina. Yeah. And then most of the childhood and youth in Augusta, Georgia. Yeah. So
Yep.
Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta. Mhm.
Yeah, because his mom, he wasn't with his mom. His mom basically
Mhm.
didn't take care of him. He moved with his aunt and his pops in Augusta, Georgia.
Yep.
Um, One thing I did find interesting that I thought as a kid is that James Brown never signed to Motown. And you would think, especially when he came out, that he was signed to Motown, but he didn't. And the reason why, because he didn't want his music to get watered down. He said that uh, going to Motown, his music would have to get watered down. And somebody with somebody like that and having that he had control of his music and his destiny of his career. You gotta look up like Prince, another one. You gotta look up to people like that and look up at they blueprint. Like even when he's on the stage and he's telling you, you just lost some money, buddy.
Mhm.
You messed up on that. I heard that. I heard that snare. You just messed up.
Yep.
so
Yep. Yep.
so I really love James Brown and everything he did for music and it really should he literally performed up to his destiny.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So it just hats off to him, man.
Yeah,
Hats off.
top 10. Top 10. Top 10 for sure. But yeah, I can at the conclusion of this portion of the conversation, I can say that you've convinced me that Beyonce is number
No, we
2.
can go back and talk about it. I mean, you
We
gotta
no,
do your
bro, it's one of those things where it was like and I started to say it. And when we listen to this back or watch this back and people watch this back, I started to say, and I'm about to prove your point right. Because when you said Destiny's Child, I was like, I'm not even talking about Destiny's Child and all of their
right.
performances. I'm just talking about like independent artist Beyonce and her performances, her freaking tours. And that's a small part of her very long career where it's like I'm measuring, I mean, shoot, these last two, the Carter the the um
Cowboy,
the
Cowboy
Cowboy Carter
Carter.
tour and then the Renaissance tour, just that alone. Those two tours, bro. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah,
Listen,
you
they
can't
want
argue
to
with that.
see it. They want to. She's documented it, like she's recording it, so people can watch it online. I mean, not online, on Netflix. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Online Netflix, same shit. Come on, man. And well, I ain't even get into the music part. I'm just talking about production alone. The best production of all time. Beyonce knows have the best production of all time.
Hmm.
There's no production like hers
Hmm.
when it comes to touring and on that stage.
Hmm.
And yes, she might have hiccups. Everybody do. Everybody
Yeah.
has
We not talking about
hiccups.
that.
I mean, yeah, best production of all time is Beyonce.
Hmm.
When it comes to touring, when it comes to, come on.
Well, let me ask you this, because now, because now you going into my number one wheelhouse, because his everything about his performances was production. So much so that he's the one who created the movie for the music video, right? The extended
Right?
cuts and all those stuff.
You
Because
talk, we talking about MJ. We talking
we talking
about
about
Smooth Criminal.
MJ. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Smooth Criminal, you rock my world, Beat It, Thriller.
yeah.
I can go on, right? That
What
Thriller.
is called his story,
Yeah.
history, but it's
Yep.
his story.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. You got that. You got oh, what's the one with the Egyptian? I can't think of it. He had
Remember the time.
Remember the Time with Eddie Murphy, right? You got all of this
Hmm.
stuff, right? He's the one who cultivated that type of production on the music video side. But then when you go into the
Hmm.
live performances, everything and again, it's different because we didn't get to see Mike when these type of productions were happening, right? His form of production was the Super Bowl in '93, right?
Hmm.
That was his form of production. I think that was the last. I mean, I don't think he really went on tour, a major tour, and then the one major tour that he was about to go on. This is it. Where the production, we were going to see all the production. He ended up, you know what I'm saying, he left
Hmm.
us, right? So I will say that again, similar to the I will say yes
I'm
to
waiting.
what you're saying.
I'm waiting
Hey,
for it because I'm about to.
yep.
I'm
I
waiting
will say
because I'm about to.
yes to what
I
you're
got to draw
saying.
four. I got to draw four. I'm about to
Oh,
go
you got to
ahead.
draw for. Okay. So I will say yes to what you're saying. However, it started. It started with the goat. It started with the goat.
It started with him, yes, but sometimes the student becomes better than the teacher.
This is
This is
true.
my draw. This is my draw four right here. Some people don't even. Some people. Let me not say not. Some people come to see Beyonce, but some people come see her daughter too. Some
Yes,
people just coming to
and
see
she's
her
gotten
daughter in
better.
person.
She's gotten crazy.
Come on, man.
She's gotten
What concert
crazy.
you know you paying that money? I just want to see Blue.
Oh,
I just want to
that's
see
not happening.
Blue
The
rip that stage.
that's not happening.
Come on, man.
Both her parents are whiz creatives.
Come on, man.
That's not happening.
So she, I mean, at some point, might have to slide down. Prince might Prince. I still just because he played all the instruments and it just.
Yeah.
But Mike might have to slide down. I think it's more of an emotional thing we have with Mike, and we not really just saying, all right, Mike. I don't know no more. We're not talking about music though. We're not talking about music. That's the thing. We're not talking about music. We're not talking about sales. We're not talking about numbers.
Yeah,
We're
we're talking
talking
about
about
performing.
just performing. I'm just saying.
I
I'm just saying.
see with number two, with the number two spot, Chris Brown, Beyonce, you got me. With this particular one, you ain't get me yet. You ain't get me yet because yes, we I mean nobody even thinks that Michael Jackson's kids are his own. But that we digress. We digress, right? I think that part of where when we're talking about live performances, I will give Beyonce the nudge in that category of what we're ranking. I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna give it to her because we wasn't able to see it come to fruition with Mike, right?
Now,
Again,
one thing I'm gonna say though, hold up, with Mike. One thing I'm gonna say,
yeah.
I was on TikTok and
Mm-hmm.
I seen his map, and that made me go look at the rest of his tours. I think it was a bad tour. This man will perform in Japan, Tokyo. He started off in Tokyo. What was it? 2 nights back to back. Australia. Go over to the States. Leave the States halfway through. Like he'll do the East Coast. Leave the States. UK. He's
Is he
performing
on that
London
song?
3 times a night, three nights in a week. All these other places like 2 times a week. Then come back to the States, finish the West Coast, do LA like I think I seen like 4 times, 5 times in 1 week. Do all that, go back to Tokyo and finish up the tour and do another 2 nights. No, nobody's working like
Yeah,
that on one tour.
yeah, yeah.
I give Mike that. I'll give Mike that. I will
Workhorse.
give him that. I never seen nobody on one tour do that to this day. So I give Mike that. The work ethic was there. The money being spent on production was there.
Oh, 100%.
But the
What's the but?
quality, the quality of production.
Mm,
Now
mm.
there's nobody beating Beyonce. No.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm giving the nudge. I'm giving it to Beyonce.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. You might have to slide down just a little bit. You just might.
Slide
But I
down,
don't know.
slide down in
I don't
terms of
know.
like ranking.
Rankings, yeah.
Ah,
I don't know yet.
ah.
Beyonce is coming out with Act 3, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna go on tour. And when she go on tour, I have no less expectations than seeing a great production. And
Oh,
yet
100%.
I haven't even been to a Beyonce concert
You
yet.
don't
I
need
had the
to.
opportunity to, but I just watching it on Netflix and Amazon Prime, whatever the movie was on. Then just man, I got to experience though
Yeah.
before she done. I got to experience it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for
And
sure.
I hope Breezy go on another tour again too. Because I do want to see Breezy in person. I
I seen them in
do
person.
I do want to see Beyonce in person. I just need Beyonce in person money. You know what I'm saying? Like I need Beyonce in person money. And I mean, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. Music is amazing. I'm just not. I don't pick up iTunes or Apple Music now. I don't know why I just called it iTunes. Apple Music and then turn on
Showing
Beyonce
your
for the most
age.
part. Right. Right. Showing my age. So but yeah, I do want to experience it. I've seen a lot of the production of her show, and I think again it's one of those things where it's the best in the business. For one, her age, her longevity. She actually sings, right? So there is the element of like taking care of your body, your voice. But then everybody can't teach how to teach other people how to be as great as you. That's something that Mike didn't have. We gonna say that, right? Actually, I'm not gonna say that because there was a certain quality of um performer, dancer, artistry that you needed to have before you even got in front of Mike. So I'm not going to say that. It's more so though that Mike, his coaches and the people he worked with understood what to bring to him before it got to him. And I think that
Mm.
Beyonce potential has that same thing in place, But what I'm indexing on, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't piss off nobody that is a diehard Michael Jackson fan. But what I'll say though is her ability, and I don't care if Blue has a coach or she works with a performing coach or whatever. That's the work of Beyonce. I don't care what nobody say. I the ability. I think that we have people who had to like work for what they have in a way to which they always had to like fight that chip on their shoulder. Not saying that Beyonce had a chip on her shoulder, but there was a certain work ethic that she had to embody in order to be who she is today. Just like there was a work ethic that LeBron had to embody to be who he is today. Just like there was a work ethic that Kendrick had to embody to be who he is today, so on and so forth. You see that in Bryce. You see that in Bronny. You see that in Baby Keem. You see that in Dave Free. You see that in Blue, right? And then there's other people like Michael Jordan, who his son, his son wasn't even close to whatever he was, right? And he did play basketball. So I think that is a gift. That is a gift amongst gifts to be able to cultivate some type of greatness. It don't have to be the same greatness that you've embodied, because like Beyonce came from a different reality than what Blue is coming from. Kendrick came from a different reality than actually him and Baby Keem kind of grew up together, right? So there's a different, but he still grew up in a different reality because Baby Keem grew up somewhat proximate to money because of Kendrick, right? And then same thing with LeBron. Bronny and Bryce is not experiencing anything that LeBron experienced growing up, right? Because LeBron is present. So I say all that to say, like, we also have to give acknowledgement while we're having this conversation to the ability to be great, but then also each one teach one. Like, extend your greatness to your people, right? And every great performer, and I think that is an element. I just created something, right? But I think that is an element on this list that we've been talking about, on any list, really, for the most part, depending on the list that we're talking about. But I think that is an element on this list in particular that feeds into why you position yourself, why you are positioned and where you're positioning, where you're being positioned by the persons that are positioning you. Because, you can't, no matter how much we argue down the superstar, the legend, in order for you to be really good or be seen to be really good, you have to embody a level of what's the word I'm looking for? You have to make sure that everything that happens in that production is airtight. Airtight. What'd I say? You said I'm showing my age?
I agree. Yeah. What's the word?
Yeah. That's tapping into yeah, I'm showing my age. But yeah, I just felt like, yeah, because I don't think that. So, and that's twofold, right? If we're talking about individual success and we're talking about individual greats, right? You don't got to measure that. When we're talking about performances, there is a process. When you're talking about productions, there is a process. Like Dave Free is a part of why the GNX tour, the Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper tour, all of those tours that was uber successful, the Super Bowl, why all of that is successful, right? Juneteenth, the pop out, all of that stuff. Dave Free is an integral, like he is a centerpiece to why that's successful, right? That white man, I can't forget his name. He was like the dance instructor or the dance coach or whatever for MJ, and he also did the High School Musical. He was the dance person for High School Musical. Him,
I know that.
I'll find his name. but he was MJ. Like he cultivated the dancers and stuff for MJ. And I'm pretty sure Beyonce got her people who helps her with the productions and all that stuff. I don't know who their names are, but
Yeah,
like you have to be able. I remember watching. I still got it on like my backup phone things. I saved it. Beyonce in the studio, and she's pissed off because her art didn't come out the way that she wanted it to come out. The engineer didn't do it the way that she wants it, and it's like it's one of those things where um MJ stopping on a this is it tour, and he's coaching the guitarist or the pianist or whatever to hit the right notes at the right time, right? And he's doing it like that, right? With
yeah.
his, for the people that's listening, he's doing it with his feet, with his movement. James Brown did it the same way, right?
Mhm,
Prince, he played it. Nah, I want you to do it like this, right? Those are
mhm.
all skills to where you have to be a certain type of person in order to cultivate or pull out greatness of the people around you in order for your production to be successful. Everybody don't got that.
No.
Everybody don't got
So
that.
yeah, yeah. So to your point, man, as being an artist, man, you need a team. You cannot do this by yourself. You need a team. You need somebody to push you. You need somebody to say, no, that's not it. You need somebody to have other ideas because you trying to grab all these ideas by yourself, you're going to drive yourself crazy. And I try to
Facts.
tell other artists this, that you need other people. You need a team. You
Facts.
need somebody that's going to get on that camera. You need somebody that's going to edit. You need somebody to listen to your songs and say, nah, that ain't it. Nah, you shouldn't say that word. Nah, you need a team because multiple minds is better than one mind.
Mm-hmm.
Two minds is better than one mind. Like, you're going to get things done efficiently. You're going to get things done the best way you can. And just, man, I want to shout out my team. That's it. I want to shout out my team. I want to shout out my merch manager, Sel. He get things done. The quality is there. He gives me information that I don't know because I don't know everything. I cannot be the smartest person on the team.
Yep.
Uh, my little bro, Jalen, he does all my videos and content things like of that nature. And he even helped me out. We help each other. We learning at the same time. He wasn't even doing video. He does photos. So we learning at the same time. And even my mix engineer, the mix artist Kia, she gives me information. And I to this day I haven't even met Kia yet. To this day. This is all through just social media. And she's schooling me on things that shoot, I'm not an engineer, I don't know. But she's schooling me on it. And she's sending me other people. She's not holding all the success or all the business to herself. She's spreading the love as well. Like, hey, I know this person. Go here, go here. And I appreciate that, man. That really does help a lot. Even New Face. Met New Face in Atlanta. Um, and New Face is just the stuff that he did in that short amount of time, he didn't have to do. But he still did, man. He's not a part of the team. I'm just saying I appreciate people that want to see you succeed.
Facts.
They want to see you succeed because there's a lot of people uh that you could be praying for, but they ain't praying right for you. They're not praying for good health for you. They're not praying for you to be in a good position. They're not praying for you to be in a better position than them.
Mm-hmm.
So just to have people that genuinely just giving and helping and just full of love and just want to see you win and want to be part of your story, you guys are the real heroes. You're the real heroes.
That's a fact.
I appreciate it.
That's a fact. And that's, I've been I was just talking about this the other day. I don't know with who, because I be talking to a lot of people. But part of where what I've learned in the last, I want to say like it was before I moved from Rochester. And I moved in 2022, and that's like 3 years ago,
3 years.
4 years ago, something like that. Excuse me. What I've learned is like the only way that we get out of poverty, right? The only way that we make the money that we want to make, the only way that we reach uh the only way that we reach the success that we want to reach is building a team. There is no other way. There's no other way to do it, right? And it's like when we're recording this, it's just me and you right now. And I set up all of this. I'm gonna edit this and all that stuff. Really, I'm just gonna put it together and put it out. And I'm not cutting it up or nothing for the most part, right? We're gonna get back to just recording it, putting it out. So it's circulating, right? But like doing production, because I'm on the production side, right? So all this stuff, the stuff that Dave Free is doing and the stuff that Kendrick is doing outside of the artistry, he's the talent, but he's also the creative director, right? He's also like the people, that's the person, a part of the team that's coming up with the vision. There's also 20 other people that they're bringing those ideas to. And that's just on flushing out the idea. Then they have to go in to the other side of the building to get the people that's going to film the idea. Then they have to get the people that's going to edit that idea or visually so it matches what we're seeing in our heads. And me doing this work, it's the reason why the podcasting has been so inconsistent is because I don't have a team anymore. I had a team. When I had a team, we pumped out 100+ episodes every week,
sir.
right? Part of the other part is, in order for this to work, though, in terms of having longevity, everybody have to be a part of production. It can't be Dev is doing everything and then we come to the table and now we having a conversation, but you don't have context to what we're talking about because you wasn't part of production, right? So what that does is now Dev has all of the information and has to kind of push the conversation versus like we come to the table, Magic got all of the information that he needs to formulate however he feels about the conversation, and then Dev comes with his, and then the other person comes with theirs, and now we're having a fruitful conversation that may turn into a debate, may turn into like, well, can we consider this? Because I read it and I didn't really get that from this in the way that you got it, right? That's the art of conversation, to where now it's not necessarily us agreeing with the same things or disagreeing with different things. It's how can we turn this content into a plethora of different takes that would acknowledge the reality of we are living in a world that honestly all of this is made up. So when we read watch a video, trade money, and that's really what we do. We trade money, right? Trade money, trade time, do stuff like this. All we're doing is just putting energy out into the world. And the reality is the energy I put out in the world and the energy you put out into the world is two different energies. But when we bring that energy together, we can create gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
like part of what I've learned is to lean into help, lean into support, and lean into a team. So now when I'm, going out, I was just working on an RFP before we got on here to record, and I could have done it myself, but I reached out to the homie. Was like, "Yo, you want to do this together?" It's the consultancy fee is $100K. Now I'm taking 50 because I'm like, "Yo, we could probably get this together, so we both get a bag to consult on something that we do." I don't care. I never, ever was the type of person where it's like, nah, I need all of this, right? Greed is one of the fruits of evil. Roots of evil. I said fruits of evil. Roots of evil, even though it don't say it, right? And part of where I'm at is being able to leverage skill with grit, with grind, and putting it all together, because the way that this economy is, the way that this world is going, the way that like unqualified people can go into roles and they making 500 to 800K a year, and we over here scraping and I'm trying to get the job that you trying to get, so I'm trying to discredit you and you trying to discredit me, and then they don't choose neither one of us, and they choose somebody else that they knew all along that they was gonna get it. We gotta break those. We gotta break those chains, and we gotta break those habits and say like, all right, so we want to break into the industry. All right, what's our marketing plan? I got the cameras. You got the talent. Let's do it. Right? Oh,
Play.
we gotta generate some buzz. Let's do some pods.
And what I tell people all the time, man, especially when I talk to like people in my friends group, because they are also a part of my team, my circle. Um, the best to be successful when you have a team is you have to play your strength.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the talent. Okay, I'm the music guy. That's my thing. I'm the music guy, but I also could take a step back in the music. So yes, it's my strength, but I also can be, hey, let me take a step back and you take the step forward. You might know something that I might not know. But if music's not your strength and your strength is videos, stay there. Stay
Facts.
there. Play your role.
Facts.
And basketball, the championship team, everybody's playing their role. Be like, okay, I'm an Indiana Pacers fan. We were so good last year because
That's you good. I forgot they was good.
come
I
on,
forgot
man.
they was good. I was gonna say I'm sorry, but they good. They good. I can't
Yeah,
talk.
I
I'm
was I was
Miami.
depressed.
We trash.
I was depressed for 2 weeks. No,
Oh yeah,
please,
yeah, yeah. My bad.
two
My bad.
weeks,
My bad. My bad. Y'all did. Yeah.
2 weeks. But the reason why we were so good is because literally, and nobody expected us to be there, is because each position, everybody was an MVP in their position. Everybody and even on the bench there was MVP. T.J. McCullough, he played his role, even though he was
Really
on that
good.
bench. He played his role,
Really good.
and that's why we were so successful. So you literally have to do the same thing when it comes to this life shit. You have to play your role.
That's a fact.
But if hey, I'm not going to be 100% all the time, and I can be a team player. Like, hey, I don't Halliburton. He don't need 20, 40 points, 30 points. He take that step back, but he's still an MVP in his role because he dishes it all. He still got 12, 15 assists.
Facts.
And
Facts.
maybe they got 20, 30 points. And that's okay. As long as we get that dub. Ah, well, Jamie Winston be no, all right. As long as we get that dub. that's all, that's all I'm worried about. Get that dub, get that bag, man. That's it.
Now
As
that's a
long as you
fact.
eat, I'm eating.
That's a fact.
As
And
long
you
as I'm
know,
eating, you eating too.
football is also another good example of like playing your role, because if you don't do what you're supposed to do in football, more importantly than basketball, right? If you don't play your role in football, you break down everything. Even if you had a great, like, even if it was a great play, you break it down. If you miss a block and you're supposed to be the lead blocker, there is
This is the percentage.
a
This is the percentage of
minute,
error you could do.
minute, minute error, range of error. And that's one of those things where it's like understanding this. I love like the all right, I'm done recording with this. I love the teachings of life, right? Where like you can
Mhm,
take I love taking um hip hop education, obviously taking the psychology of hip hop and breaking it down into professional developments, and like saying that,
mhm.
like going back to how we started the show, and we didn't even get to the quote of the show, but I can end the show with the quote of the show because I think it's super dope how all of this is going into the quote that I chose. But
Mhm.
um how like we were talking about at the beginning of the show, uh Lil Wayne and his ability to like use entendres, double entendres, triple entendres, quadruple entendres, and that artists that can embody um that type of mastery in the areas with literary elements, that they are masterful in their own right. However, in hip hop education, when you're using the psychology of hip hop, you're acknowledging that Lil Wayne had to learn that somewhere. Lil Wayne had to pick up a dictionary. Lil Wayne had to read. Lil Wayne probably read thousands of books. It might not look like or sound like he's read thousands of books, but he had to engage in some type of literature
Mm-hmm.
in order for
I
him
think he
to
got a
have
degree.
that type of skill. You said what?
I think he got a degree.
I that'll be a great thing to
I
look up
believe so.
because
I think he do have a degree.
and like even I always use Eminem because we all watched 8 Mile, and also I watched his documentary and how he used to write words and lyrics on napkins and how he was obsessed with what words rhyme with what, and he didn't believe that no word rhymed with orange, so he went on a journey to try to find a word that rhymed with orange, right? These are all
Mm-hmm.
This is all the psychology of hip hop, or what I call the hip hopic method. I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole nother conversation, but it's just the journey of trying to master something because you have, in a sense, really just a will to do so, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when we are talking about playing roles and when we're talking about being able to or understanding that even if your role is not to be the face, it is just as important, if not more important, than being the face. If the sound engineer or the pyrotechnics engineer, I went to the GNX. We went to the same the show,
Yeah.
same show, right? And we seen the person that is literally manning the lights. That is
Mm-hmm.
a person. That's not technology. There is a person manning the lights. There is a person. That same person technically is manning the audio too, because it's all in the same thing for the most part. But there is a person doing that, and if that person is not good at what they do, you don't hear Kendrick. You don't see the lights. You don't see Kendrick. You don't see the things that the production is calling you to see. There were times where the lights left Kendrick and went to SZA because the focus is now on SZA while Kendrick gets off stage to recoup for his next set. All of that means something. So as we are, I love how this conversation kind of it started with the greatest performers of all time, and it's rounding back off to the greatest, like not the greatest performers, but it's rounding back off to why the greatest performers of all time are greats. And it's because of all of the people around them that's ensuring that the craft is as it was rehearsed and as it was envisioned. And that doesn't, you even in sport, if one coach is off, they're all off.
Yes, sir.
Every coach on the bench has a duty on it. There's the head coach, but then there's the coach that's watching the clock. Hey, coach, they added, they didn't start the clock when they were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't catch
wide
that,
receiver coach,
wide receivers coach, hey coach, he ran the wrong route. Now you got to get to the person that got the headset to get to the person that's on the field with the headset in the helmet. And now, you know what I'm saying? But everybody has a role. Any championship team, any GOAT, whatever you want to call it, even in boxing. Once you only by yourself for a minute and a half. When you go back to that corner, when that bell ring, you go back to that corner, your trainer is in your ear.
Cut.
Hey, you taking too many hits. You gotta protect your stomach. Hey, they aiming every time you jab, you dropping your opposite arm. You leave yourself wide open for a counter. You gotta move. Hey, stay off them ropes, right? There's always somebody who's playing a role that leads to or aids in you being great. And it's that simple. I was just watching Rush Hour, one of the greatest duos of all time. In comedic in that comedic space, in that time, one of the greatest duos of all time. It's the chemistry, amazing. The chemistry is amazing. Now, if they were in this day and age, I don't know if Rush Hour would last.
Too sensitive.
Too
Too
sensitive.
sensitive.
But for 98 to, I think the last one was 08. I think the third one was like 08 or something
Because
like that.
Chris Tucker saying, yeah. Chris Tucker saying, I've been waiting for your sweet and sour chicken ass. You know how, you
That's a fact.
know how
Yo, this man,
sensitive people will be.
yo, on the second one when he was running up the stairs, she said, "Watch it, Kobe," in
Watch it,
Chinese.
Kobe. Yeah.
Watch it, Kobe. Yo, it's but you know it's the only way that's possible is them trusting each other and the team around them making sure that all of that is okay, right? And I mean, Chris Tucker, he was goated before he switched over. He still is goated, but he's a different type of goated, right? He's still present, but once he gave himself over to God, he stopped being the goat that we know him to be. But that's I mean, even him, he was really good at being the glue and playing his role in with the movies that he did that was really successful. But I think him and Jackie coming together in 98, even him and Cube coming together, they worked together really well. Really well,
Yes.
right? But yeah, I think Chris Tucker, he understood his role and he played it well. And I think that's a great way to round out that conversation of like people knowing what they're good at and like running with
Hmm.
that, right? Don't try to be more than what you are or who you are, and embrace what you're really good at, and then find the spaces that want to embrace you as that. And I mean, that's it.
I definitely agree. I agree, man. Play your role.
Play your
Play your
role.
role. You'll be successful. I'm telling you.
So dang, that's crazy. It's so crazy how conversation work and
Hey,
how
man. It's
how
divine timing.
yeah, it's so crazy how conversation work. Um, so we are an hour and 2 minutes in,
Hmm.
and we're not gonna do it to him like we did it last time, where we was I think we did, we went we recorded for so long that the camera ran out of like the camera got tired. Yo, it yeah, the camera got tired. So as we start to like wind down this episode, we're gonna have many more.
Yes, sir.
Whether we on the road or whatever, it's nothing to just to set up the camera and hit record. As long as we got Wi-Fi, anybody could be on the show. As long as we got Wi-Fi, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can be on the show. And that's the beauty of technology now.
Hmm.
So what
Wait. Hold on. What you about to ask me?
I about to ask you what you got going on. Like what you
Oh,
working
okay.
on?
Let me hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Speaking of technology, man, I wanted to say this before I get off. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do this every week or
Mm-hmm.
every time I get on.
Mm-hmm.
Something I learned because of technology was about Mount Rushmore. You know about Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. I mean, I know of it. If you
So Mount. This is what I learned because of technology. And I asked ChatGPT. I asked people, I'm using ChatGPT because either you get with it or you're gonna get lost. It's like I compare it to the typewriter in the computer screen. That's what literally what AI is. It's the computer and using everything else is literally like going to be like typewriter. But I learned that Mount Rushmore was actually named the six grandfathers, right? And it was owned by Native Americans. America had a treaty with the Native Americans that they can keep that land, right? That everything there. This is like in 1800 or something like that. So they had it for a couple, maybe 3, 4 years. I mean, you can look it up yourself, but because I might got the years wrong, but America found out there's gold there, a whole bunch of gold.
Mm.
So they illegally took the land back from the Native Americans. So they went against the treaty, and they took it back. A guy came and um, said, "Hey, let me do a sculpture here," and that took like 2 years to get done, and then he blew it up with dynamite, and then you have what you have today. I just thought that was really interesting, and I never knew about that. It's
Huh.
way more detailed than what I put out, but I thought that was really interesting. I never knew that, and then I even chat GPT that, and man, it's just crazy the backstories of things and how things actually become what they are before our time.
So who carved the heads? So it used to be called the six. What you said? The
Grandfathers.
six grandfathers. It's only 4 heads on there. So
Exactly.
so was there 2 more?
You have to do more. No. The heads is from the actual the guy that did it. So he after they stole the land back because they found out it was a bunch of gold there
Uh huh.
illegally. He asked in 1910 or 20, one of them time, whatever time it was, to do it, and then America said, "Yeah, go ahead and do it." And he did it with dynamite and stuff. So that's why there's only 4 heads there. This is the six grandfathers, what it was called before.
Oh, so like, okay. That's what the natives called
That's called
the
that
mountain
that whole
range.
land.
Was
Yeah,
the great
the
grandfathers.
six
Oh, I
grandfathers.
mean the six
The six grandfathers.
great
Yeah.
grandfathers. My bad. My bad. Oh, wow. Yo, and that goes to what I said about greed. Greed is one of the roots of evil.
Yeah,
It's one of
it
the roots
is.
of it. Why? Like, mm,
And they pushed them to what's the things that Native Americans on now? Reservations?
reservations. Yep.
Yeah. So that's what they pushed them to after they found out that was gold there.
And the crazy part is
Not
that gold probably gone now. All of it.
probably gone.
Or it's probably
Yeah.
more under the rock, but mm, don't get me started.
But again, thanks to technology, that's something I learned over the
That's
weekend.
your segment now.
What I yeah.
Technology taught me.
Technology taught me. It's more. I mean, we got the Hurricane Katrina and stuff. I'll leave that for another
Yeah,
time.
I ain't watch it yet.
But
Our next session, I'm
yeah,
gonna
don't.
watch it.
Okay, so they got the Netflix one, right? That's cool. But then they got the Hulu one, the one I was talking about, the Ryan Coogler one. So
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna watch
will watch.
the
Well,
Ryan Coogler one.
you can watch both, but the Ryan Coogler one is more detailed.
Yeah. Oh, before you answer the question, that was the other person I was gonna connect to around the roads. Ryan Coogler. If you do you know his story?
A little bit of it. I know that joint with Michael B. Jordan, Fruitville Station.
Uh huh.
I know that was his first film,
Mm-hmm.
and if I recall, his wife helped him with that, right?
Yep. Yep.
And he really didn't have much money.
Yep.
Like he shot that, and yeah, I know a little bit of it,
Yeah.
not too much.
Yeah. So in terms of the roles, right? Um, Ryan Coogler is so dope. He used to be a D1 level athlete, and
Mm,
he got injured. I think it was a hand injury or something like that. It was something. It was an injury that basically took him out of being an athlete.
mhm,
But it was one of those things where like football had been his identity for his youth, but he always had been interested or was interested in film. So when he got injured, he decided, and this goes into like my work with boys and all that stuff, but he decided that he was going to study, like go all in, and because he couldn't play, and
mhm,
he was going to study film. And
mm,
at that point, he took all his energy as an athlete and put it into film and never looked back. And he said that
mhm,
um I think I read an article or something like that, but he basically said, "Oh no, I listened to the podcast." He basically said that he didn't really want to play football. It was just football was the only thing he ever knew, and he was a
Mm-hmm.
D1 level player. So why would I walk away, right? Um, so he ended up applying to UC Berkeley Film School, which is one of the best film schools. Okay, Ti, one of the best film schools in the country. He got into it, and he legit like went off running. And the reason why, so the thing with the role is all of his core people and his co-founder of Proximity Media, they all went to UC Berkeley. His editor, this white man, I can't remember his name. Um, on Ryan's first film, which his student films, amazing. I watched all three of them, amazing. Um,
Mm.
he seen they were in the class. He seen some of the work that he did. And he was like, "Yo, you rock with me, we gonna be good. I got this idea. I need an editor. Can you edit for me?" And the guy was like, didn't know who he was. I was like, "Yeah, I edit." He's one of the editors for Sinners, Black Panther,
Mm.
Fruitvale Station. From that one interaction, yo, you got me? If you got me, I got you. Bet. He needed a composer. Who is this composer? Ludwig. Where did he meet him? UC Berkeley. They've been working together since UC Berkeley. So now he is known because of his connection to Ryan Coogler, but most importantly, for his composition of what? Sinners.
Mm.
Ryan Coogler is not a composer. He's the director, right?
Pulling them. You got to pull your team with you. You got to pull your team
he's
with you.
seeing greatness. Yo, you got me? I got you. And then the best partnership, in my opinion, his wife. His wife has produced every film that he has done.
There's nothing a black woman can't do.
Yo, the roles, bro. It's those that's how I want to end that. But I remembered it. Ryan Coogler, in the way in which he has built his legendary Hall of Fame career, he will get that gold star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. If not, it's gonna be. I mean, it's not gonna be no time soon because he's still in the prime of his career. But
Mm-hmm.
in the next decade, he's gonna have a Hollywood Walk of Fame. Five
Oh, of course.
films, five films. They're all successful, and four of the five, I think it's five. Four of the five are over 100 million, and one of them is an original film that his team created. Rolls. I need producers for the show. I need producers for films. I need editors. I need cinematographers, gaffers. All talk to me. Let's do it. Anyways, what you got going on, bro? What you got going on? I know you got
Oh,
something
one more thing,
cooking.
one more thing, one more thing. Lil Wayne has an honorary degree from University of Houston. It's not like a full degree, but he did go and take online classes at the University of Phoenix. I had to get that straight.
I seen you look it up.
Me, yeah. I had it, but me, man, I'm getting ready to start some new music. Um, I know the direction I want to go in. Um, I just gotta get it done, really. Get it done. I'm looking for beats, the right beats. Because I'm really picky with beats. I'm really picky. Um,
As you should.
what else? What else I got going on? Been traveling, just left Atlanta. Um, uh, that's pretty much it, man. I'm just really focused on music for the rest of this year. Um, that's really my main goal is get that. This is my time. I love wintertime. I love to drop in the wintertime. So this is my time. I normally just start working, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out the direction. Because sometimes the direction that I have now might switch in the middle of me creating another EP. Um, so yeah, that's just what I'm working on now. I don't have much else going on. That's what I want to focus on for the rest of this year. It is September, which is the ninth month of the year. So it's fourth quarter. It's fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's go time. It's go
It's
time.
early fourth quarter, but I got to treat it like it's a clutch moment, or it's clutch time the whole time. So I like the grind in the winter and chill in the summertime.
Facts. Be outside.
I like to, yeah, I like to chill in the summertime, but not even chilling. I'm still working. I'm working on everything else. I'm helping other people. I can't say that information yet. But
Yeah, don't say
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
It looked like it looked like it sounded big.
yeah. Because music is my main focus. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Music right now is my main focus, and getting back into it and giving the people another EP. What you got going on?
Oh, hmm. I'm just trying to honestly, I'm just trying to get back into podcasting. I'm trying to tap into the virality of the internet right now. So like 2017, between 2017 and 2020, when we was pumping out shows, the differences in hats is hat wearing is crazy right now.
Look,
Uh
my thing is, as we going on, right? I'm like, damn, I don't know what tips he's going to take. So I got to make sure Sonny, Hudson, and Alphonse Deli in Atlanta, he get his proper.
give it
Yeah.
right now.
And
Give it
I'm
right
wearing the
now.
hat.
Give it right now. Give
Hey,
the drop.
Hudson and Alphonse in Atlanta, Georgia, close to College Park. So if you coming in the airport, he's not too far from the airport, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Go get a Rochester sub. The only place you can get a Rochester sub, steak sub. It's not a Philly's cheese steak. It's a steak sub. Get the bar sauce. Uh, he does French fries on Fridays. Real cool guy. Very talkable, very approachable, nice environment. You do 15 pull-ups, you get 10% off. I just seen the video of him doing that. I think that was today. Uh, dope rapper, dope father. Hey man, I just appreciate him, man. The reason why I appreciate him is again going back to the conversation from before. He genuinely just want to see you win. Genuinely just want to see you win. So the conversations I had with him, the gems I got from him, um, I appreciate, man. Thank you. Hudson at Alphonse, Atlanta, Georgia.
That's dope. And I be saying all the time to people that's not in Rochester, we have the best steak subs
Best steak sub in the nation.
in the nation. And then you tie that with the ball sauce that's also coming from Rochester. Man, listen.
And
You
with Sonny, it's health and wealth with Sonny. So I'm in health and wealth. It's health and good eats with Sonny. It's
yeah,
wealth too, but it's health and good eats with Sonny. Like I said, he wants you to do 15 pull-ups and you get 10% off
that's fire.
while while getting a sub from him.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Shout out. Shout out to what is it again?
Hudson and Alphonse.
Hudson and Alphonse, because those are two streets in Rochester. That's fire.
Yes, sir.
That is
Yeah,
fire.
Hudson and Alphonse.
Okay, so what I'm up to. So I'm trying to get back into podcasting because one, we got to pump out content. That's number one. And I think podcasting is the easiest way to pump out content. Clips. We were just talking about how I did those two clips from a year ago. I think it was a year ago. It was like a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever.
That was had to be 2 years, but that
Because
was
that
from
was
me to you.
yeah, from me to you. Yep.
Because we didn't do for those who love it. We didn't.
Nah,
Yeah,
and we need to. Yeah, we need to.
we can,
We
we can
will.
do that.
um Yeah, so we posting that clip and people asking like, "Oh, when you did that, what was that?" Right? Because again, people love good conversation, right?
Hmm.
And that's what we do here on Introspective Insight: have some good conversation. So, getting back into podcasting for a multitude of reasons. One, to capitalize on the virality of the internet, right? Shout out to Foul. She just had her first multi-million viral moment. If
Mm.
y'all don't know, she was on the last episode, full length episode that we recorded, 119. And I think it's just time to really recommit to my creative side, my creative energy, and utilize all of the equipment that I have, right? Um, but also just get back into the swing of creating, right? And I don't gotta explain this to you, but we talking to millions of people right now, right? And once you get into the swing of creating, you're gonna always want to create, and you're gonna always have ideas, and then you will be able to really cultivate those ideas into like actionable steps, not only for your own mental health, but for your own growth. So I'm doing that, but also I'm trying to just continue to generate some traction for the production business and the consulting business by way of podcasting. But then just to cultivate again, get my creative juices flowing so I can start to film those short films, write those short films, produce short films, and push all of that stuff out. But I just got to get back into the flow of recording and get out of the flow of like working all the time. I'll do my back office administrative stuff during the week or during the day for the most part, and then I'm trying to film and stuff in the evening. So it's clockwork. So that's what I got going on right now. Bring in whoever wants to be along the journey on the journey, and just trying to pump out content. And the only way, again, that we do that is if we got a team that's like, yo, like I hit you today, like, yo, we still recording? Bet, let me get right. Let me get everything set up, right?
Come on, man.
So yeah, that's what I got going on. A lot happening, a lot of moving parts, but at the end of the day, somebody got to get it, because these companies, these companies, they're not paying us livable wages. They're not paying us to be the best versions of ourselves. They just paying us to continue to make the money that they making and they seeing. So I don't got to. We millennials, we done been through it all.
Yes.
We can't even buy a house right now. Like what we do? What we doing? I'm paying a mortgage right now for this space. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna pay a mortgage, I want to have land and a house, and you know what I'm saying. I want to have the whole shebang. I don't want to have to share spaces and stuff. But I digress. I'm creating right now. I'm trying to work on my goal is to shoot a short film or a short project, at least a minute long, cinematic, at least one a month starting next month. So strategically, I need to take this month and the plethora of days that I just took off of work in order to really plan that stuff out. But I also got to get all my stuff in line and in order, because now that I have this, we just talked about it, I'm be promoting virtual podcasting services. So that's what I got going on. If y'all got a podcast idea, y'all need a producer, y'all need something to record your podcast on, reach out. I'm here. We could do it. This is where I started, podcasting space, and this is where I'm gonna continue. And it ain't nothing. Like I said, as long as you got internet, a phone, and headphones, you could start your podcast today with me right now. Well, not right now, but right now when you listening to it, reach out to me.
Hey, man, when you approach me with it, come on. Anything I can do to help.
Yeah, bro.
Anything I can do to help.
And like I said, we gonna next project. I mean, for people that are listening, I know what he got going on next, but for the next project, we're gonna do a visual album. We got to.
Yes, sir.
And it's gonna be it's gonna be one of those things where we're gonna have to plan it out. Again, we got to plan it out, and we cannot just be in one place. On some like Nipsey, like I flew out to the Hamptons just to get the shot because I said it in the music. So now
I
I
like to
got to
be
be
that
on the
intentional
boat
too.
in the Hamptons, right? So just don't say like the Maldives or something because we got
Well,
to.
I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of snakes and fucking wildlife,
Oh, I seen about three
big
of them.
bodies of water.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not.
okay, cool. All right,
I
so we
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
We good. We good. We good.
yeah,
We good.
yeah, yeah. But I do want to say, man, it's great to see you back out here. It's great to see you doing your podcast thing. Um, One thing I want you to say, because I heard you say my goal is, and before we leave, I always want to just manifest it. You are. This is what you are going to do. You are gonna do the short film. I am going to do the short film next month. Not
That's a
probably
fact.
not. This is my goal. No, I'm. This is what I'm going to do.
That's a
This
fact.
is what's about to happen. Um, that's just the only thing I wanted to say. Also, you said the visual album, and I wanted to bring it back because it's her birthday. One of the best visual albums
Oh, which
artist is Beyonce's.
which one?
Uh, that I don't have. I don't have. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not going to. I don't have a ranking of the best ones. I don't
Like
have a ranking.
the Lion King, the Gift, the Lion King one. That's the only one that I watched. So,
Nah, she
but
got a visual
but
album.
that's
I
the only one. That's the only album of Beyonce where I just put that on and I just let it rock.
Whoa.
Visual album and all of them.
Oh, visual album. I'm about to say because her best album,
Oh no,
my
I didn't.
opinion,
No, I didn't say
is
best
four.
album. I didn't say best album. I
Visual
just
album.
said the visual album. I'll put that on and I let it rock. That
Oh, let it
album
rock. Okay,
alone,
okay.
because again, I said I wasn't a Beyonce fan, so I don't just put on Beyonce. But that album, masterful, masterful,
Mm.
masterful. It's again, we didn't get into the content conversation. We didn't get into the
Hmm.
content conversation, but that album, it's not a lot of album touching it for what it did. That album for me, as I'm thinking about it right now, so this is a raw thought and this is raw, unapologetic dialogue on this podcast. That album to me is the equivalent to what MJ did with Thriller, but it's across the diaspora.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back and look at it.
Because
I'm not going. I'm not.
remember, and I'm not talking about the effective. I'm not measuring what Thriller did for MJ. I'm saying
Hmm.
the intentionality behind bringing different sounds and different genres into one album and making it a cohesive listen while still staying true to what you do, masterful. Everybody can't do that.
What Lil Reese be saying? I gotta do my research.
Yeah,
I gotta
masterful.
do. I gotta do my research.
Masterful. Because remember, she had African, because this is the soundtrack. Well, this was the album that was connected to the live action Lion King,
Yeah,
which
the
was
Lion King.
trash, but that's a whole nother conversation. But she went into or across the diaspora and she got artists from Africa and in the different parts of the world in order to make that album.
Because
So
that's this one album I didn't listen to because it was to the Lion King and I didn't watch the movie.
it's not
I
connected to
listened to.
the
It's not okay. So yeah, I listened to Renaissance Cowboy Carter. I listened to all that. I didn't just. I thought it was a soundtrack to the Lion King,
no, no, no,
not
no,
the
no, no. So
actual movie. So I never went and listened to it.
you'll have like the Mufasa voiceover and stuff like that, but it's
Hmm.
not the soundtrack. This is all
Okay.
original music and she's collaborating with African
Oh,
artists.
like American Gangster, Jay-Z,
Yes,
when he
but
did for American Gangster the
yeah,
movie,
yeah, yeah. Or
because
like
it's not a soundtrack.
correct. Or like what Ryan Coogler do with all of his soundtracks. It's music, original music,
Original music, yeah.
but it's connected to the movie. It's just this particular one, and this is the brilliance of Beyonce. She took the energy of the movie, creating the movie Lion
The
King,
environment being in Africa
being in
and then
Africa,
putting
and
it to
now
the
she went and she made an album that still flows with the inner teachings. And this is crazy because this is going to go into the quote of the show. The inner teachings of of the Lion King, and she made an album. and she's on the motherland, and she's collaborating with artists over there, and it was so cohesive. Same energy
I'm,
as
I'm,
Thriller. Same energy as Thriller.
I'm, I'm gonna tap into that one. I'm
Same
gonna tap into
energy.
that
I
one because
might listen.
my favorite album from Beyonce is Four. That's my favorite album from Beyonce, top to bottom,
Okay, before
top
we
to bottom.
before we record again, I'm gonna listen to your favorite album of Beyonce.
Four, Hurricane Katrina on Hulu.
Yeah,
That's
Hurricane Katrina and 4. Text it to me so I can
of
remember,
course.
and
Hmm.
I'll do it. But yeah, same energy. So as we close out, because it's a minute. I mean, a minute. It's an hour and 29 minutes. So we at our 1 hour and 30 minute mark, because we said we ain't gonna give y'all a 2 hour show. The quote of the show, because we didn't get to it in the beginning of the show, but I think it worked. It worked out beautifully, and how the conversation flowed. The quote of the show is, I learned when I look in the mirror and tell my story that I should be myself and not peep whatever everybody is doing. Kendrick Lamar. K Dot.
Hmm. Okay.
I learned
Okay.
when I look in the mirror and tell my story that I should be myself and not peep whatever everybody is doing. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
Keep your eyes on the
Don't
prize.
look left. Don't look right.
Appreciate you, brother, for being on the show.
Yes, sir.
You are a floating host at this point. Um, Tell everybody where they can find you, socials, where they can listen to your music, all of that good stuff.
You could find me on anything, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. At Magic Gretzky, I'm the only Magic Gretzky, which is a blessing. So at Magic Gretzky, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever social media you have on any music platform, any streaming platform that you have, Amazon Prime, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, like he been saying, iTunes, Magic Gretzky, MAGICGRETZKY. You can find me on there. I love a good listen. I appreciate your time if you do listen. And yeah, yeah,
Like I said, appreciate you for being on the show. We got many, many more we're
of
going to be
course,
recording. You already know
of course.
I'm King Dev, host, creator, producer of Introspective Insight. And you already know, bring another set of ears for next week's show. Because this is Introspective Insight, the Black Wall Street podcast. And we out. See you soon. Yeah. Come back next week. Yeah. Introspective Insight. Introspective Insight. Volume 2.